Good day, viewer. Samuel Backett, an Irish playwright, had written this marvelous play, Waiting for Godot. This is a two-act play, and by genre, we can say this is a tragic comedy. So this play starts. There is main character involved in this play, Vladimir and Astragon. They both met near a tree. They converse on various topics and reveal that they are waiting there for a man named Godot. While they wait there for two other men entered. One is Puzo on his way to the market to sell his slave, namely Lucky. He pauses for a while to converse with Vladimir and Astragon. Lucky entertains them by dancing and thinking, and Puzo and Lucky leave. After Puzo and Lucky leave, a boy enters and tells Vladimir that he is a messenger from Godot. He tells Vladimir that Godot will not be coming tonight, but that he will surely come tomorrow. Vladimir asks him some question about Godot, and the boy departs. After his departure, Vladimir and Astragon decide to leave, but they do not move as the curtain falls. The next night, Vladimir and Astragon again meet near the tree to wait for Godot. Lucky and Puzo enters there, but this time Puzo is blind and Lucky is dumb. Puzo does not remember meeting the two men the night before. They leave, and Vladimir and Astragon continue to wait. After shortly, the boy enters and once again tells Vladimir that Godot will not be coming. He insists that he did not speak to Vladimir yesterday. After he leaves, Astragon and Vladimir decides to leave. But again they do not move as the curtain falls, ending the play. So this is the two-act play by Samuel Backett, Waiting for Godot. And friends, let us see and analyze what this hard play means. This is, according to the critics and literary scholar, Samuel Backett, Waiting for Godot is essentially a play in which nothing happens, not once, but twice. In the both act, nothing happens. This often used phrase describes the way in which the character find themselves stuck in an endless cycle of waiting throughout the play, unable to make any forward progress toward their goal by the end of their act. The idea that Waiting for Godot plot is circular rather than linear plays a key role in illustrating the bleak themes that Backett explored throughout the emphasize its identity as theater of the absurd. We can find an absurdity. This artistic movement, which emerged in Europe in 1950s as a response to the aftermath of World War II, features nonsensical scenario and irrational character. Many playwrights of the era looked to this non-traditional form of the high hopelessness that many felt at the time. Backett's choice to put character on a state who virtually do nothing allows him to comment on the meaninglessness of human existence. Astragon and Vladimir want so desperately to have a sense of purpose in their lives that they fully commit to waiting for Godot, whom they believe will save them to arrive. This innate need for purpose serves as the play's central conflict. Although Backett emphasizes throughout their goal is impossible to achieve, although the plot of the play as a whole is repetitive and circular, each act is an arc that reflect the politeness of Astragon and Vladimir waiting. Act 1 works to set up the absurd nature of the character's universe and challenge the audience understanding of what makes an idea action important. The inciting incident occurs at the very top of the play when Vladimir entered to find Astragon helplessly pulling at his boot. This moment, which involves the recognition of the fact, marks the beginning of their mission to wait for Godot to arrive. Behind the strangeness of the dialogue, content, and delivery, the minimalism of the set design, futility of the Astragon physical struggle, create the sense that defies explanation. Establishing these absurd quality right, the rising action of the play continues as Astragons and Vladimir attempt to find ways to entertain themselves as they wait. One of the most notable being their interaction with Puzo and his slave. Lucky, Astragon initially thinks that Puzo is Godot, a point of view which reinforces that ambiguity of Godot identity, and Vladimir struggle to express why they must wait for Godot. Through these details, the meaninglessness of their behavior emerge as nothing they do absolve their suffering to get closer to Godot. After Puzo and Lucky excite, a boy enter on behalf of Mr. Godot and tell Astragon and Vladimir that his master will come to meet them the following day. And this moment serves as the climax of Act 1. Godot's absence thwarts the attempt to find purpose. So Act 2 essentially repeats the arc of Act 1 in order to emphasize the extent to which Astragon and Vladimir are trapped in an endless cycle. Although this act features even more unexplainable event and certain epiphanies which elaborate on Beckett's primary argument. Much like Act 1, the inciting incident of Act 2 occurs when Vladimir enters singing a repetitive song with Astragon following closely behind. So Act 2 goes on, however, Vladimir does get closer to grasping the reality of their hopeless situation when Godot boy returned in the climax to deliver the news that his master will come the following day. Vladimir lunges at him in frustration, and he realizes that Godot may never come. The bleak tune of falling action, which features Astragon and Vladimir committing to wait the following day, finalizes Beckett's ultimate argument that human experience is meaningless and suffering is inescapable. So this is the analysis of this play, Waiting for Godot. Actually, here Backett Godot means the two characters are waiting for God, but here their chance of coming is fed up, and they at the end they realizes that Godot will not come. I hope you will enjoy this two-act play, Waiting for Godot by Samuel Backett. Thank you very much. Kindly subscribe the same.